Four teams have made the trip to Millenium Park today as we await a day of Australian rules football. The Boston Demons, the Maine Cats, the Baltimore Dockers, and the Philadelphia Hawks are in town, and they've all got winning on their minds. Coming up, we'll bring you Game 1 of the Marathon at Millenium on this edition of Stateside Footy. We are coming to you from Field C at Millenium Park in West Roxbury, Massachusetts, and today we'll see a trio of games as a number of teams have come in from out of town. Hello and welcome to episode number 94 of Stateside Footy. It's the program that brings you the great game of Australian rules football as it's played here in the United States. Alongside John Cimino, Aaron Harrington, and Stacey Robert, I'm Bill Robert, and we start off today with Game 1 of the Marathon at Millenium, featuring the Boston Demons and a combined side of the Philadelphia Hawks and the Maine Cats. Now, the last time we saw the D's, they were playing a combined side of the Maine Cats and Chicago Hawks. The Demons came out of the gate with 3 straight goals and never looked back, securing the victory with a final score of 11-9-75 to 7-6-48. Matt Wood got in on the early scoring, and newcomer Jared Fernandez made an important contribution as well. And while we were talking about the scoring here, we have to tip our caps to the backlines of both sides, who made terrific plays on defense at either end of the ground. The Hawks are coming off a split in the Mid-Atlantic Cup, which they played in late June. They fell to the D.C. Eagles early on, 35-33, but then get past the North Carolina Tigers, 37-32. The other team in town here today, the Baltimore Dockers, also played in the Mid-Atlantic Cup, and they came out the big winners as they won all 3 games they played, rather decisively too, with the Dockers outscoring their collective opponents 180-16. We'll see the Dockers in Game 2 of today's action, which you'll see in our next episode. Getting back to the Boston Demons for a second, and going over our past few episodes, we've noticed a pattern emerging. In the last 4 consecutive Boston Demon games seen here on Stateside Footy, going back to last year, by the way, they finished the first quarter with a score of 4 goals, 2 behinds, 26 points. The last 4 TV games in a row, their quarter-time score, 4-2-26. That brings us up to date as we wait for things to start today. So will the Demons continue their streak of matching quarter-time scores? Will the Demons continue their streak of matching quarter-time scores, or will the Cats and Hawks get it done today? Answers to these questions and much more coming up next, right here on Stateside Footy. They're set at the center of the ground. The umpires get the ball. He's about to toss it up, and we're getting set to start this first game of the Marathon at Millenium here as the Boston Demons take on a combined side of the Philly Hawks and the Maine Cats. Today we're just going to refer to them as the Hawks, which we normally do. Basically, whichever club's jumper they wear, we're going with that team. So even though it's the Philadelphia Maine Hawk Cats or Cat Hawks or Chalks or whatever, we're just going to call them the Hawks for today. Everyone's coming out to center here. Game 1 of this one, we've got 3 games today and a whole bunch of teams in town. So this will be a fun one here at Millenium Park in West Roxbury, Massachusetts. Umpires just trying to get everything together here. This is cool because I think we've got boundary umpires and goal umpires too, so this should be good. And as he comes out of the ruck here, kick going to the far wing, goes to the ground, picked up there momentarily by Blair Bentley. With it now, the Hawks. Handball goes over, and the Hawks kick it in, and it is marked. Nice sliding mark there by number 21. That's Dan O'Connell. That's a name we mentioned quite a bit here. Usually a member of the Maine Cats, but today he's suited up with the Philly Hawks with a chance to give them their first scoring shot. That's a big, long kick. It's got the carry. Does it have the aim? No, actually, it doesn't have the carry. And, well, it was out on the full, but either way, the Demon had marked it, so either way. So we kick it out now, and almost marked there. Trying to get his hands on it there for the Demons was number 19 there, who is not here. So, anyway, we got action here, and let's see here. It's a throw in here. Aaron, I may have to have you move closer to the ground because right now we've got a bunch of players in your way. Next break and play. So it comes out now and handballing it up there for the Hawks there for Philly. That's number 9. That's Tim Fullwider, another member of the Maine Cats. Here we go now. I believe that's Jay with it now. Here come the Demons. He handballs it out of danger. Ken McCarthy's got it now. Ken McCarthy up the near wing. And Jay has it now. The long kick. Have they got somebody? Nope, not quite. As giving chase there is Scott Kohlberg. And it looks like the ball's going to roll out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw in. All right, Aaron, go. And the boundary throw-in comes in. Deep in Demons attacking territory, but it looks like, oh, nope. One of the Hawks tried to get it, tried to handball it, just left his hands and left the ground. So we'll have another boundary throw-in here. Early action here in the first quarter so far. No score between these two clubs, between the Hawks and the Demons. Got another boundary throw-in now at about left half-forward flank for the Demons. Up it goes now, and let's see. Oh, we've got a whistle, and I think they're gonna try and throw it again. I just need to throw it a little further. Rucks are in position again, and let's see. There we go. Goes into further position now. Oh, we got another whistle here, and I believe we got a ruck infringement, so that's a free kick for the Hawks. And so the Hawks will have it now. Big kick coming to the near wing, and McCarthy also almost marks it. P.J. Devine gets it there. He gets his kick smothered and gets knocked down for good measure. Hawks have numbers around the ball right now. They can't get it out with it. There's Devine. Handballs it right to a Hawk. And he is brought down by a couple of players, and he's gone. That's ball. Holding the ball, free kick Boston Demons. And with it now, for the Demons, that's Jay. And let's see here. That kick smothered, knocked out. And out it goes again. And hit out. Materia knocks it on now. And the ball takes a weird bounce out. And here come the Hawks with it now. With it there, there's John Hinchard. And it goes out to the far side of the ground. Once again with this field, it's a little tricky because they've got the crown for drainage. But sometimes if the play goes to that end of the ground, that means that sometimes we can't really see all of what's going on. And we've got a mark in front there by the Hawks. And that's going to be number 1 for the Hawks. That is Alex Fedorin. So he's setting up to take a set shot. Still no score yet. And let's see, that one looks like it's going to be a behind. Oh, actually, no, I hear applause, and everyone's moving back, so there we go. And that is the first score of any type for the game now. And the Hawks take an early lead there. 1 straight 6 for the Philadelphia Maine club. Boston Demons so far 0. And they'll bring the ball back up to center. Rucks will get in place. Up it goes and knocked out. Hampshire tried to hit out to advantage, but he can't quite do it. Ken McCarthy in there as well, but the Demons do finally get it. And let's see, who's going to get there first? Nobody. Couple of players there. No one was able to cleanly mark it, though. And the kick comes out from the Hawks now. Coming up on the near wing. Getting there first is McCarthy. McCarthy will turn around, get himself some space. Gets between a couple of players. He handballs it to Jay. Jay handballs it over now to number 19, who is, let's see, I think that's Fernandez. And the action comes back out, and once again, nice little move there by Ken McCarthy. Oh, but then he kicks it, and that's out on the full. Tried to sell the can. He kicked it, hooked it a little bit, pulled it left. And it went out of bounds on the full, so that's going to be a free kick for the Philadelphia Hawks. So we got a bunch going on here today. And it's marked. And they're just going to go right up the corner. Marked. There we go. That's James Moeller, who's got it now. Man on the mark is Jeremy Hum. And that's a big, long kick into the goal area. Intercept mark there. That was beautiful. For the Demons, number 30, that's Jordan Madigan. Kicks it up, ball goes to ground. Hawks try and kick it back in position. It's smothered, though. Nice job there. And here they come the other way. Boston Demons on the move now with that there. That's Jacob. Jacob O'Meara. No, not Jacob O'Meara. He's a Hawk from Hawthorne. I remember who Jacob is. I just can't remember his last name at the moment. Anyway, going to be kicked in further there. They're looking to set up inside near goal, and no one marks. And takes a kick. That's bending back. That's going to be a goal. And that's number 29, Chris Young. Big surprise there. He's kicked a bunch of nice goals for the Demons. And so early in this first quarter right now, we've got the scores level. One straight 6 for the Hawks. One straight 6 for the Demons as they bring it back to center. Nice job by the Demons moving it into their area. They weren't able to get the clean mark, but they were able to pick up the crumbs along the ground, get it to someone free who had a little bit of space and could just kick a little bending snap right through the goals. So both clubs right now, one straight 6. Once again, Hampshire trying to hit out to advantage. Almost does, but one of the Hawks gets their hand in there. He can't quite get it away, though, and let's see here. And is that going to be a ball up? That's going to be a ball up. They're saying he didn't have prior opportunity before he got wrapped up. And so that goes up again and hit out to advantage. Nice job there by the Philly Ruck. That's number 18, Elliot Carr. And let's see, we got a player tackled. And that'll be another ball up. Umpire calls for the ball. He'll toss it up for grabs and hit out to advantage as they try and get it to Hampshire. Hampshire handballs it back out, and Ken McCarthy just kicks a grubber ahead now, trying to get it out to Blair Bentley. Bentley picks it up on the far wing. He's able to get it to the boot, and almost marked there. Not quite, though. But here we go now. Let's see. And he can't mark it in the middle, but the Hawks do move with it now. Handball goes out just over his head, and there's a race for the ball right now. Matera might wind up picking it up. PJ Devine's in there as well. Devine just trying to do a knock-on. Nice job there by Coop Matera. And then McCarthy tries a little rugby action there. Gets it to Devine. Devine kicks it over Caro's head. But he's able to get it off. And coming back with it now, that's Daniel Pasquarello for the Hawks. He gets it to the boot. And almost intercept mark there by Jeremy Hum. But it bounces into the hands of another Demon. He's going to kick it wide on the far wing. But that is intercept mark there. Jack Mazzery. Another one of the main players we talk about a lot. That kick going in now. Who's going to mark it? Hawks can't mark it. Demons trying to move it out. Both clubs in defense going for it here. And coming back out. Oh, we got a whistle. He's paid the mark. Nice job there. He kicks it up. I think that was that Bentley again? Oh, he can't mark it on the far wing. We got a whistle here. As once again, I'm looking down for the rosters. We got a free kick. That free kick is being paid to the Hawks. He's just going to handball it off. Here come the Hawks, trying to kick it into attacking territory once again. And that kick in towards the goals. Who's going to get there first? Madigan. It's actually, he got it behind the line, but it went for a behind. So 1-1-7 Philly now. One straight 6 for Boston. Boston trying to move it out up the corridor right now. Here's Hampshire with it. Handballed off. Jay's got it now. Jay goes past Caro. Has some room. Takes a running bounce. Sells some candy. Gets past the defender. Kicks it out wide. And Bentley has it now. Bentley kicks it in toward the goals. Contest setting up, and a spoil, and a juggle, and who's going to get there first? And it's going to be soccered off the ground. And it looks like that was a minor score as well, or was it? Not hearing any cheering or applause. And yeah, the Hawks are taking the kick in from their own back goal square. So scores level again at 1-1-7 for each club. Coming out now along the wing, far wing. And not marked. Demons trying to pick it up, but they can't do it. Hawks kick it looking for. Not quite getting their man as getting in there. Jeremy Hum with the intercept mark. He's just going to run with it now. Takes a running bounce, continues with it, and then delivers a nice kick looking for Ken McCarthy. And actually it's marked there by Chris Young. It's a long kick for Chris Young, but see if we can do it. Meanwhile, the Demons moving some numbers up front there. Going in there, I think that's Fernandez. I see Ken McCarthy in there. Young taking the runner for his kick. He gets it now. That's a big boot. Would go. That's a goal. Chris Young with his second major score of the match. And the Demons have taken their first lead of the day. 2-1-13 now for the Boston club. And for the Philadelphians/Manians, 1-1-7. And yes, I say Manian. fact, Tyler asked me earlier in the game this year, what about Maniacs? It's like, I don't like doing that. That just isn't right. So we got a whistle, and I believe that is quarter time. So it's a nice back and forth action. The Demons get the most of it. However, the streak is over. The streak is over. No 4-2-26 at quarter time, but they still have enough to be in the lead right now. 1-3. I'm sorry. What am I saying here? 1-3. That's the points they have here. 13 points. 2-1-13 to 1-1-7. Quarter time here, and coming up next, we will come your way with more because, of course, we're Stateside Footy. Second quarter about to get underway here at Millenium Park in West Roxbury, Massachusetts. Score right now stands the Boston team, the home club, the Demons. 2 goals, 1 behind, 13 points. And the Philadelphia Maine team, 1 goal, 1 behind, 7 points. As we see longtime Philly Hawk John Loring walk out on the ground. He's been a part of so many Stateside Footy telecasts over the years. Wearing the number 33, as he always does. And they're going to do a bounce. They don't just toss it up. They actually bounce it off the ground. I think it might be the first time we've seen that. Hawks get it, though, off the bounce, and here we go. Handball goes rather awry from the Hawks, but he picks it up again and gets wrapped up. No ball, though, as it's kicked now, and let's see, it's kind of a knuckleball. It is taken there. Intercept marked by Jeremy Hum, and the Demons will come back. They're going to bring it up the far wing, and almost marked there. Nice try there by once again, that's number 21 for the Demons. It's Blair Bentley. And kicking in Demons' direction. And it's marked there by Jay. Jay kicks it ahead now. He's got a couple of targets there. He's got him. And that goes right to the center of the ground. Who's going to get there first? Nice job there. Chris Young once again. He is snapping stuff up all over the place today. So far, the Demons have 2 goals today. Both of them came off the boot of this man. Can we go for 3 here? Long kick, but he's got the boot. And he gets the boot into it, and it looks like it's going... I think it looked like it might have been going right. Might have been going left, but I think he got it. Let's see here. Nope, that's a minor score as they're getting set to take the kick out. So first point, I should say. Goes to the Demons there, 2-2-14 now. That's a big kick in. And, however, it's going to be punched out as a nice job there getting the knock on is P.J. Devine. Hampshire picks it up, handballs it out, and Ken McCarthy going over. It's a bit of a race now. He's there with Loring. Handball now. And let's see here, number 23 there for the Demons. That's a Demon. Matera kicks it ahead, goes off a hand, so it's not going to be marked anyway. Handball goes out, and let's see, the handball a little short, and it's going to be picked up now by the Demons. Here we go now, on the near wing. That's a big kick coming out, and it is marked right there. And that's number 28 for the Demons. Number 28 that's Connor O'Neill. Kicks it in further, no one there but the Hawks. Number 4 there, that's Oliver. That's Oliver. Handwritten roster, I'm not going to even try at risk of butchering the name too much. Ken McCarthy intercept marks up and kicks it in toward the goals now. Who's going to get there first? Oh, he can't get it there. Looking for Matt Wood, but Wood just couldn't get it. Here come the Hawks the other way. Kick along the ground. Bounces in and out of the hands. Hampshire is able to do a nice shepherd. Then Jay kicks it, going over to the far side, and spoiled by the Hawks. But the Demons do have it. They're going the wrong way, though. So they try and make more space for themselves. Here we go once again, and that's kicked by McCarthy right to a Hawk. Another intercept mark there by the Philly Maine club. And going out, and goes right over his hands. There's a race for it right now. I think Jeremy Hum will be the first. No, he won't. He might have been the first of the ball, but he wasn't the first to get down and get it, as P.J. Devine goes to try and get the crumbs as well. Matera's in there. Ball still at the middle of the ground. And Hawks still trying to move it out. With it there momentarily was number 52 for the Hawks. That was Mike Honick. And a free kick awarded to the Demons. And that's a big kick headed in. He's got Hampshire. No, it's just going to go right over his head. But loose ball, who's going to get there first? It's going to be the Hawks. And Tries to kick into the corner, and we've got a whistle and a free kick paid. It's a Philly free kick. We might have been hit after the fact. Big kick goes in, race for it, and no, the contest is there, but it's a spoil. It's actually a mutual spoil, so no one comes down with it. Demons come away with it now. And Madigan gets it to Matera. Matera kicks it up the wing, and let's see who's going to get there first. That's going to be the Demons who have it now. And that is marked. That's Matt Wood with it. Wood just going to play on. Big kick. Open goal. And that's a behind. No one back there in the goal square, so before numbers turned up, Wood thought he'd just pin the ears back and go for it, but it did sail wide. It is a behind, but it increases the lead. And now the lead is 8 points, 15 for the Demons, 7 for the Hawks, as the Hawks get it once again. And that's going to skip and run out, and that's going to be out of bounds. It's a boundary throw-in. Good result for Philly, though, as it's in their left forward pocket. Second quarter action here at this, what we're calling the Marathon at Millenium Park. We've got 3 games going on today. This is the first of them. You're going to see the other 2 in subsequent editions of Stateside Footy. As the throw-in comes in, the Hawks get possession of it. They try and move around with it now, and almost got him, but he's able to get the handball away as his jumper was being grabbed. And Hawks is trying to make space right now, but they're not handling the ball cleanly. And the ball goes up. We get a whistle. And the free kick being paid to the Demons in the name of Ken McCarthy. McCarthy just plays on, handballs it out. And here we go. And one of the Demons is going out there, but got shepherded off the ball. Number 28, who, by the way, we don't have here. And the Rucks are in position. Hit out by Hampshire. To advantage almost, as Jay almost picked it up. And looks like we might have another ball up, which we will. Umpire's like, yep, okay, that's enough. I'll just take that. And up it goes once again. And hit out to advantage by the Hawks. And they're able to move with it now. But he's wrapped up, but gets it to the boot before he can get taken down. And Jay once again wrapping him up there. That was number 21 for the Hawks. That was Dan O'Connell. And we got a whistle. And we got a free kick. I think I saw someone signal a throw. And in front, almost marked. They can't quite do it. The ball goes to ground. Hampshire's in there as well. And the Demons look to get it out now. And that's going to be out on the full, so it's going to be a free kick. Right into the soccer net. Goal! 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 I know, I do a terrible Andres Cantor impression. And that kick is marked. Ball now in the hands of number 36. That's John Hinchin. Here we go. Starting to take the run up. Gets it to the boot, and that looks like it's curving, and that's going to be a point. Hawks cut the lead to 7 now. It's a 1-2-8 for Philly. 2-3-15 for the Demons as they get set to kick it back in. Wait a minute, he's outside now. I wonder if that was out on the full. And, Hampshire can't mark it. Philly has it right in front. So that was actually, they didn't take the kick out from the back goal square. They actually moved the player over to the other side of the behind post. So I'm assuming that kick was not a behind. It went out on the full. But Philly has it now after that subsequent ball up. And we've got a whistle, and someone's getting pinged for a throw. Someone threw it. Free kick, Demons. And who can get there for a nice spoil there. McCarthy was lined up, but Dan O'Connell just got in there, punched it away. One thing about this field is it definitely does crown and it does pitch, so sometimes some of our camera angles, we're going to have to fix this in editing because everything's a little tilted here. My opening, I should have said, coming straight to you from the SS Poseidon, but Anyway, as the Hawks look to move it once in, and again, The Hawks look to move it in once again. It's intercepted by the Demons, and they kick it out on the far wing. That's what I tried to say, and finally said a few attempts later. It looks like that's a push in the back. That's going to be a free kick for the Hawks. And kicking in, looking for a target there. He's shepherded off the ball. It goes in the hands of Jeff Hampshire now. Hampshire just kicks it. Looks like we've got space, and we've got a Demon marking the ball there. Handballed up, and he's going to stop, try and make himself some space. Gets it back, and then big ball there, and who's going to get it first? Nobody. Goes to ground. Hawks get it now. Coming out there is number 4. That's Oliver once again, and it goes past everybody, but the Hawks might get it. Oh, he actually tries to. One of the Hawks tried to kick it on the ground back to a teammate. Wound up in the hands of Ken McCarthy, who then kicks it into the hands of a Philly Hawk. That's number 77, Kurt Hiller. And his kick goes up there, and we've got a contest in front. He can't mark it, but he's able to get it off the ground. Handball's out, and the Hawks might be away here. If he can pick up the ball, it'll sit for him. But then he runs into a couple of Demons, and they dispossess him. And Jay's handball attempt there smothered. They're trying to move it again, up once again. Here come the Hawks, and it goes over everyone's head. And to the corner, he's able to pick it up, though. Does sit for him nicely. And he gets around Jordan Madigan, kicks it in toward the sticks, and let's see here. That's marked. That is marked. So let's see if we can get a jumper number here.
2 and sometimes 28.
Number 1. That's Alex Fedorin. Kicks it in, and that's bending. Not enough, though. That looks like that will be a behind. Indeed it is. So now it's 1-2-8 for the Hawks. And that kick in, short one. Madigan will mark it. Coming up to the side there, and let's see. It's going to hop, and he gets it before it jumps out of bounds, but then gets wrapped up in a tackle. Taken down, whistle, and... Oh. I guess that... Yep, holding the ball, so it's a free kick. The Hawks. Oh, he tries to make the kick, but he drops the ball, and now the Demons get it. And they're just going to skip it through midfield. It goes right in the hands of Matt Wood. Matt Wood has it now. He doesn't have much space, but he gets the kick off. And let's see here. It's intercept marked once again. I think that's Hinchin, Rob Hinchin, not John Hinchin. And McCarthy intercept marks there, and he kicks toward the goals. That's an open goal. And that looks like that's a goal. That is a goal. Ken McCarthy. Another big play from Ken McCarthy. And right now the Boston Demons increase their lead. It's now 3-3-21 for the home club, 1-2-8 for Philly and Maine. And they'll bring it back to center. And there we go. That's halftime now. After that last one goes through. Not a ton of scoring, but a ton of action here. As so far, the first half of this match, we've had, let's see, a total of 9 scoring shots between both clubs. The Demons have the lion's share of them, though, as they finish off this half in the lead, leading now by 13 points. At halftime, the score stands: the Boston Demons 3 goals, 3 behinds, 21 points, and the Philadelphia Maine Hawk Cat people 1-2-8. Sometimes the brain just sticks in these weird details and they just come out the mouth without filter. You know how it is. Anyway, so halftime here. 3-3-21 for the Demons. 1-2-8 for the Cats. I'm sorry, for the Demons. For the Cats and the Hawks. I'm getting all confused now. But anyway, one thing I'm not confused about, we've still got another half of football yet to come. More stateside footy on the way, so don't go anyplace. Third quarter just about to start here as the umpire gets set to toss the ball up. And it gets tossed up once again. I don't know if we'll see another bounce today, but that was pretty cool. As the Hawks get it out of the ruck now and they look to move it up and get that center clearance. However, the Demons get up there right now. Nice job punching it ahead there by, once again, the mystery number 28. Chasing the ball up the far wing. And that's the Demons. Here we go once again. Demons on the move. Kick in, looking for... Not quite getting a target there, but the ball goes to ground. Both teams have equal amounts of people over the ball right now. No clear advantage as far as numbers. Ball is loose, Philly trying to come out with it. However, one of the Demons has it. That's Young. Young handballs it out. And they're going to kick it in toward the goals, but it looks like it's going to be short, and one of the Hawks is going to intercept mark it. So it's going to come back the other way now. And they're going to come to the near side of the ground here. A couple of players lining up. Almost intercept mark there. Nice try there. The Demons number 17, I believe. That might be, is that Jared Fernandez? I'm not sure. Because his name is here, but the number's kind of scratched in a couple of times. So let's see here. Kick goes out from Philly, and it is marked right there. That's Kane Monday. Monday with the kick. And let's see here. Nice shepherding there. That's Jeremy Hum. And probably got a heck of a camera angle there as the throw-in comes here now and goes over everybody, goes to ground, and the Hawks look to pick it up first. They handball it off, and here we go. Hawks, oh, that kick is smothered. And Jay not able to pick it up. It does not sit for him cleanly. He's still trying to get the ball, but then he's being harassed by a couple of Hawks. And I think that might be a free kick because he didn't have the ball and he got hauled down. That will indeed be holding the man and bring him into the ground without any ball in possession. And that's a nice big kick by Jay. Who's going to get there first? Nobody. It skips past a bunch of people. With it now is Young. Young handballs it off and handballed up. Young has it again. He handballs it back. Demons trying to make themselves some space. Centering ball. Let's see here. Intercept mark once again by the Hawks. Far wing. And that's marked. And he's just going to handball it off. And here come the Hawks up the far wing. Big kick. And who's going to get there first? Jay gets a hand in there to spoil it for the Demons, but the Hawks still come away with it eventually. Although Matera had a pretty good grip on him, and now the Demons bring it back the other way as Jeremy Hum delivers a kick. Got to edit that out. Let's see here. Soccer to head there by Ken McCarthy. And let's see, holding the ball. Who's going to get the free kick there? That's going to be called against the Hawks, so it'll be a free kick for the Demons there. And here we go now. Big kick that's going in. I don't know if it's got the carry. Does it have the aim? Okay. Let's see here. First point of the quarter goes to the Demons. It is a minor score. So now it's 22-8, 14-point difference between these two clubs. And let's see here. Nice intercept mark there. That's 19. I want to say it's Jared Fernandez. And let's see, that kick is going and it's punched away. And the Hawks will punch it away, out of bounds. Be a boundary throw in. Demons left forward pocket. And that goes up. Hawks in uber defensive mode right now. And they're going to try and get away with it, but the Demons pick it up. I think that's going to be McCarthy. McCarthy does another one of those those rugby out the back part knock-ons. And it's intercept mark there. And let's see here. That kick going in. That's a centering ball. That's going deep. Who's going to get it there? Is it marked? It's marked! Chris Young. So Young, with another chance at a scoring shot, he's kicked 2-1 so far. Bit of distance there, but... And let's see, that one's sprayed well right. Doesn't make it in. And player dispossessed. Demons might have it. Can they get some room? No, he's hauled right down. And the Hawks look to get it out of danger. And it is marked. Their left back pocket. But that's kicked right into the hands of a Demon. And so this ball is going to be coming right back. let's see. Hampshire, just goes over his head. I thought he had the height advantage, but the kick was just too high. And the Hawks will get it again and try handballing it out. Intercepted by one of the Demons. He gets some space. A little bit of a centering kick there. Who's going to get there first? Nobody. It goes off, and that's going to be, looks like a rush behind. Goes off a bunch of hands, so it's 3-5-23 now. 15 points between these two clubs. And the Hawks look to move it out now. That first one, the kick in is marked. And, bit of a springboard there. Nice job by Dan O'Connell, who we've seen a lot over the years, mostly playing for the Maine Cats. Nice job there. And they have it now. They're just going to go right up the corridor, looking for another target, and they've got him. 21 there for the Hawks. That's Dan O'Connell once again. That is smothered. Nice job there. I think that was Matera that smothered it. Ball goes to ground. No clear possession yet. And Jay just soccers it ahead, tries to get it to Ken McCarthy. He does. McCarthy handballs out, and then that's delivered right into the scoring area once again. It goes to ground, and who's going to get it? Almost there. P.J. Devine almost had it. Do the Demons have it now? He's whipped down and holding the ball, it looks like. Matt Wood tried to come away with it. He got hauled down, though, and now that's a handball, and they're just going to play on once again. Bit of a dribbling kick there, and then it just dies in the grass. So the Hawks have to go chase it. And that kick, went right off a hand. Nice job there. McCarthy picks it up on the fly. And P.J. Devine, handball over, and he is wrapped up. No free kick there, but the Hawks still get it. And let's see. It takes a weird bounce. Demons have it once again. And let's see here. Marked! And so that's Jacob, who I believe is 19. Let's see. I'm sorry, no, Jacob is 17. So I'm assuming that it's got to be 19's got to be Jared Fernandez. But free kick going to, I think that's to Loring. Coming out now and marked. Elliot Carr has it now. He just kicks it aside. And let's see here. Marked! Nice job. Ken McCarthy was there looking to take the intercept mark, but instead, jumping in there to get that is Jack Masery. And that kick goes out, and that's going to be out of bounds. Not on the full, though, so it'll be a boundary throw-in and not a free kick. And so, up we go once again. And coming out, they've got the clearance, and are there two 21s out there? That's going to be confusing. Hawks trying to move it ahead. We got a whistle, and someone get pinged for a throw. It's going to be a Demons free kick. And let's see, going for and getting Fernandez. Fernandez handballing off, takes a hop. McCarthy can't get it to sit for him. He just soccers it ahead now looking for Matt Wood. That's going to go out of bounds. To be a boundary throw-in. And coming out. Bunch of action back and forth, but so far the Hawks not able to clear it really that much. And it is marked there. And here come the Demons once again. That kick in toward the sticks. There's an open goal, and it's going to take a bounce. I think that'll be another minor score. It will be, so 3-6-24. And I believe a free kick being awarded there to the Hawks. And that kick goes up, and intercept mark there by the Demons. And Jay's got it there. Time's got to be running down here. And Jay just with a big kick there. Who's going to get it? Nobody. Goes to ground. Demons trying to pick it up off the ground. Try and move with it. He gets hauled to the ground. And goes up to once again as the umpire calls for it. And Hawks looking to get the clearance. Looks like they will as they move it up now. Takes it on one hop. And let's see here. Moving the other way. And takes the hop, but picked up there by Mike Honig. But then he has it taken away. That's Fernandez with it now. Fernandez Big kick, looking for a target in front, giving the leap, and getting it! And that's Young once again. Nice job by Jay getting it there, and then the kick to Chris Young. There we go. That's his third. Nice job there by Chris Young. Or is it? No, I'm sorry, that wasn't a goal. I'm sorry. 3-7-25. As that kick went awry. The Hawks taking the kick in from their own back goal square. Nice long kick, and it's marked, and they're bringing it up through the corridor now. Another mark, and now a handball. Quick chain of possession to trying to move it quickly up the ground. And nice spoil there. I think that was Madigan. And McCarthy's in there as well. He's able to get away from a tackle, and then kicks it, and nice mark there. That's Bentley again. And that kick kind of misfired. And here come the Hawks. Kick in, and marked! I believe that's number 22, Anders Warfel. There we go. The kick goes in. Nope. Okay, well, that was a kick after the siren, but that's not going to be it. So that'll do it for three-quarter time. If he was able to push any kind of points, that would have been the only points for Philly in the quarter. Philly held scoreless in that third quarter. The Demons, however, held goalless, as all they're able to manage is 4 minor scores. So at the end of three quarters, the score stands: the Boston Demons 3 goals, 7 behinds, with 25 points, and the Philadelphia/Maine Hawks 1 goal, 2 behinds, 8 points. Coming up next, the final quarter, we will finish this one out right here on Stateside Footy. Do not go anyplace. We are coming back with more. About to start the fourth quarter of this one right now, and once again, Boston leading Philadelphia by a score of 25-8. And just a quick thing here, I would be remiss if I didn't mention, I keep mentioning number 7. I keep giving credit to Jay, rightly so, because he's doing a bunch of stuff. But also, there's a second number 7 out today, Carol Park. So I want to make sure I get her some recognition as well, because she's been doing some good work for the Demons as well in the midfield here. So they bring the ball up once again. There goes the whistle. And he's going to bounce it again. Nice. And doesn't go to anybody. A Hampshire just goes over his hand, and Jay gets it. The other number 7.
Hey, Johnny. Come back, Johnny. Look, hey, Johnny.
So with the ball now, that's on number 36, who I don't see. Oh, that's where we go. John Hinchin. So here we go. And ball goes to ground. And the Demons trying to move it out. Just a quick kick there over everybody. Who's going to get there first? It's going to be number 13 for the Hawks. And then one of the Demons gets it. He's hauled down. But the Demons moving it ahead now. And with it there, that's P.J. Devine. Devine can't quite get the kick away. Handball's out. Oh, he can't quite get that away either. Demons still have it, though. And marked. That goes to number 23. No idea. And let's see here. And ball skips. And oh, he's high. He's taken high. It's got to be a free kick. They're trying the tackle, just grabbed him around the neck. And you can't do that. So, free kick. Going to Fernandez. Kicks it in, looking for a target down low. And let's see. That's another point. So once again, first scoring shot of the quarter going to the Demons. 3-8-26 now. And the nice big long kick in. Goes through everybody though, and then it's picked up by the Demons. Moving ahead now. That's going to be, oh, big kick there by Hampshire, blocked. Nice smother there. Hum, able to handball it out of trouble. Hampshire gets it, tries to get to Jay, that's intercepted. We've got a whistle. And quick handball after the free kick as he played on. Nice intercept mark there by Jeremy Hum. And now the Demons look to bring it back. And that one not intercept marked. And, oh, we got a free kick. As
Center right here. Yep.
Ken McCarthy laid the tackle, but the player did not have the ball. I believe that's foul. That's O'Connell again. So the Hawks moving it in now as they take a mark, then handball it off. That's a big long kick into the scoring area. Who's going to get there first? And no, it actually goes over a couple of heads. Hawks do get it though. Let's see. Tries a handball, but Jeremy Hum can't pick it up off the ground. Ball doesn't sit for anybody yet. One of the Hawks has it now. He takes it, and he's going to push that one well wide, and that'll be marked. Intercept marked there by the Demons. And they're just going to go up the far wing and try and move it there. And it's marked there by Hampshire. Kick going ahead, and he can't mark that one. The ball goes to ground. Tries to knock it onto a teammate, but the Hawks are going to be there first. Handball goes off, and here we go once again. Hawks deliver a bit of a kick, and they can't get it marked, though. And the Demons pick it up off the ground and look to kick it up the other way. Nobody but Hawks there, and it's an intercept mark there by number 41. That's Daniel Pasquarello. Big, long kick there. Going to take a bounce and go past everybody. He can't get it in time. It's going to go out of bounds. Still good luck for the Hawks, though, as it's a boundary throw in their left forward pocket. And so everyone getting into place, getting ready for the throw in. Up it comes now, and it's going to go right back out of bounds. So we're going to do this all over again here. Fourth quarter here on Stateside Footy between the Boston Demons and the Philly Hawks / Maine Cats combined squad. And right now Boston leading 26-8. And
you guys should split. Go into the boundary wall. You're on your own.
And
just go into the middle of the
throw in not deemed to go far enough, so they're going to have someone else come in and do the throw in instead. There we go. Goes much further in. And the Demons hit out. I'm sorry, the Hawks hit out to advantage. And here we go now. Kick in towards the sticks. Who's going to get there first? It's going to be intercept mark there. Nice job by the D's. And that's a high kick. Everyone's settling under it. Oh, he can't mark it, and it bounces right to the Demons. And there's a kick there, but he stumbles, and he gets it off the ground now. Can't quite handball it to Hum cleanly. And that's marked. That's Dan O'Connell, number 21. Kicked ahead now, and who's going to get there first? It's going to be marked by the Hawks. Hawks, their best shot at a scoring shot for a while. That goes in. Oh, nice spoil there by the Demons, but the Hawks pick it up. Goes off the ground now. Handball goes out, trying to make some space. Handball's up quick, and let's see here. Snap kick goes toward the goals. And I'm not hearing much. That's going to be a point. $1-3-9 for the Hawks. Oh, nope, that wasn't a kick in. That was actually a goal. So that was the second major score for Philadelphia / Maine. So now it's 2-2-14 for the Hawks and 3-8-26 for the Demons. And toss goes up once again, and Hampshire knocks it out. Can he knock it out to advantage, though? Well, the Demons going to get the clearance now. Long ball. There we go. It's kicked right to Matt Wood, who marks it. And that's a long kick there. Pack forming near the goals, and that's going to go off a hand. And out. So that's a kick in, so that's going to be a minor score for the Demons. So 3-9-27 now. 27-14 is the 13-point difference between these two clubs as they bring it back up to the middle of the ground after that kick in. But then the Demons bring it right back over. Oh, he cannot mark it, though. He had the kick right there. He just could not hang on to it. And we got a whistle. And so we've got the free kick being awarded. I was looking down at the rosters. I didn't see the umpire's indication, but looks like Jared Fernandez is getting the free kick. And he gets it to the boot. That's going to go, I think that's going to go a little far. I think that's going to be another minor score. Indeed it is. So 3:10:28 now. As the kick in goes, spoiled by Jeremy Hum, who tries to chase it up the far wing. Hawks now trying to get it off the ground, and they handball it over, and it just knocked on ahead. If it can sit for him, he has a shot at it, but nice job racing in. That's Jay, the other number 7. And handball goes out, and the Demons have it once again. That's Chris Young. Young, big kick. Can he get it to somebody? Nope, it's just going to fall on the ground right in front of the on-rushing player. Hawks try and kick it up the other way. And Hawks on the move right now with it there. Number 12, that's Jack Massery. And Loring has it now. Loring has it again. And it comes up to the near boundary. And here come the Hawks with it once again. Kick goes in. They've got a target. Can they get it to him? No, it's intercept mark. Running in at the last minute there. Nice job there by Jacob for the Demons. And he gets his free kick. That kick goes up, and let's see here. Spoiled. Nice job there by Matt Wood. It goes to ground, and then the kick away. They try and move it ahead. It's kicked there now, and who's going to get there first? It's going to bounce between a bunch of Hawks. Hawks right now with numbers around the ball, but Matt Wood getting a hand down there, getting his head over the ball. And it's still ground. Hawks come out now. Nice job by Matera there, knocking down that kick. And now Jay's got it. He's able to get it cleanly off the ground to Ken McCarthy now. Ken McCarthy lines up a kick. And it's coming to the corner. And it's going to bounce, and the Hawks will take it there. With it there, that's number 8. That's Caitlin Tilson. And let's see, it bounces, and it's going to go out of bounds. Almost to the Stateside Footy portable press box. And the one and only Ken McCarthy. As it comes out now, Hampshire hits it ahead, but right into the hands of a Hawk. He's wrapped up by 2 Demons. And here we go. Young's got it now. Young gets it to the boot. He's got a target there if he can get him. I think that's Wood. Wood, oh, he can't get it. That's spoiled. Nice defense by Philadelphia. I'm sorry, that was not Matt Wood. Trying to get the uniform number of that player that was there. Boundary throw-in comes in, and let's see here. No one can get a clean grab at it yet. And, oh, neither can Fernandez. Fernandez tries to kick it and can't do it. And we got a whistle. Oh, and a free kick. I wonder if that was kicking in danger. It's kind of hard. I got a couple players in my way. But the important thing is the Boston Demons have the free kick there. That is number 23. That is, I have no idea. Oh, 19? Oh, if it's 19, that's Jared Fernandez. Yep, that's Fernandez, all right. Can he get it to a lead here? Marked right in front. Who came down with that one? A kick right in close to goal. That's Chris Young again. Young, I think as far as kicked either 2-2 or 2-3 so far. But so far we've seen him a lot. And that kick goes through. And I think he might have pushed it right.
Nope, it's a goal. It's a goal.
That is a goal. Wasn't sure, but our production assistant slash equipment girl Stacy here says that she did see the indication. So there we go. Chris Young with his third major score of the day. Kicking goals can come true. It can happen to you if you're Chris Young at heart. Now the Demons are up by 20, 34-14 in favor of the Boston club. Latter stages of this fourth quarter. And they come out once again. Hampshire trying to hit out to advantage. He just picks it up himself and then handballs it out. Demons looking to move it up the ground.
Brian.
And he is wrapped up there, and I believe it's going to be balled up. That was Fernandez once again. They're just going to toss it up. Goes up and hit out over McCarthy. And Fernandez in there trying to get, nope, can't get it though. But finally, the Demons do get it. Oh, it's kicked right into the midsection of a Hawk who couldn't cleanly mark it. Now the Demons have it once again. He's brought to ground, loose ball, and we've got up holding the ball in proper disposal, something along those lines. At any rate, Philly's getting the free kick. Hang on, we've got now the whistle here. Player's still out on the ground. And so that is it. That is full time. That'll do it for this first match of the marathon at Millenium here. Big game for the Boston Demons. They broke their streak of quarter-time scores, but they did add to their winning streak on Stateside Footy. Final score here in this first match of this round-robin event here today. The Boston Demons, 4 goals, 10 behinds, 34 points. And the Philadelphia Hawks / Maine Cats, 2 goals, 2 behinds, and 14 points. Well, the game may be over, but we still have more to go in this episode of Stateside Footy. In fact, we have more from the Philadelphia Footy Club coming up. We'll see a game from last year's summer series in which the Philadelphia Hawks women's side face off against the ladies from the DC Eagles Footy Club. Women's footy. It's women's footy, of course. The ladies taking the stage here, taking the center stage, coming your way next, right here on this edition of Stateside Footy. We now bring you the 2021 match between the Philadelphia and DC women's sides, presented by the folks at Women's Australian Rules Football Radio. Lauren Borden has the call.
It was the U.S.A. Nationals in 2019 when these two last met in tournament play. Can the visiting DC Eagles turn the tables this time on the Division II national champions, the Philadelphia Hawks? Welcome to Lower Perkiomen Valley Park in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania for this United States Australian Football League Summer Series clash between the Philadelphia Hawks and the DC Eagles. I'm Lauren Borden, thank you for your company. The current temperature is about 90 degrees Fahrenheit in Philadelphia, and as such we'll be playing to a modified format. So we'll have 4 quarters of approximately 15 minutes in length with a drinks break around the halfway mark of each quarter. We'll also be playing on a smaller field in a 12v12 format with a number of players from the Eagles playing as top-up players for the Hawks today. For those joining us for the first time, the Eagles will be in the blue jumpers and they'll be kicking to the creek end or the right-hand side of your screen for the first quarter. The Philadelphia Hawks there hosting the DC Eagles. The Hawks with a few top-up players from the Eagles though today. They'll be looking to get the wood on their home turf as the umpire holds up the ball to signal the start of play. It'll be Chris Jadison there for the Eagles in the ruck, and she's able to get this tap out. She goes back in to get the ball, but Russell's able just to outmuscle it to it. It'll start dribbling its way now towards the Eagles' forward attack. Hand pass comes out of there from Tritzler. She can get it away, and the umpire will blow his whistle, and we'll have the first free kick of today's match, and it will go into the hands of Tritzler. So Tritzler will be able to go back here and might just be able to aim for the goals and slot one through. Doesn't quite come off the boot as well as she would have expected, but it doesn't matter because it stays in the hands of her team. Sullivan's able to get a hand pass away, and it's Tritzler who goes back in there to send the ball towards goals, but it's cleaned up by Kershaw of the Hawks. So the defensive general there able just to monster a kick out of her side's defensive end of the ground, and she'll get it quite a distance away before another free kick will go into the hands of the Eagles. So it'll be the Eagles that are able to go forward here. A bit of a smother will halt the ball here, but able to pick it up there was Pip Nash of the Eagles. Nice long kick. She'll be able to find her teammate. Yes, she does. She finds Mater, who can run forward here. She puts it on the boot. It dribbles and it bounces. Mater goes back again to try and get the ball, but she falls over Kershaw in the process. So Kershaw at the bottom of the Hawks. Again, it's the Eagles going again. Tritzler can get a hurried kick away. She's got Mater at the bottom of the pack again. Tritzler goes back in for the ball. She couldn't connect. Kershaw at the bottom can get it to Powell. Powell sends off another hand pass, but her teammates collected. The ball stays at the bottom of the pack. Will the umpire come in? Yes, he will. He'll come in and throw this ball up very close to the Eagles' goals. So up goes the ball. It bounces straight into the hands of Turner for the Hawks. A few hurried hand passes here from the Hawks to try and do what they can, but geez, they're being put under pressure here from the Eagles, who don't want to let it out of their goal-scoring side of the ground. It's Kershaw who can pick it up for the Hawks, and she just puts it on the boot, but it goes into the ruck of the other side, and Chris Jadison. The ball will go forward, and it'll be a goal for the DC Eagles. So just 2 minutes taken for the DC Eagles to put the first goal on the board. Geez, they were pressing for this opening part of the game, and they've been justly rewarded for that. So they'll go 1 goal straight 6. they'll go ahead to no score yet by the Philadelphia Hawks. So, geez, they were desperate there in the Hawks in those final moments, but the Eagles just kept pushing there. Tritzler doing some fantastic work. Made it in and about everything. Christiansen in there to help us. Christiansen goes back to the ruck to take her normal position there, and she'll go up against Powell again. So, ready for the restart. The umpire gets set to ball up play, and up he goes, getting the tap out. There was Christiansen again. She can get it straight into the hands of Trollope, and Trollope can run here, and that she does. She runs and she puts the ball on her boot, and that's all she needed. Couldn't get a goal quicker than that. Alex Trollope just put the ball straight on her boot after getting the centre clearance. It bounced a few times, and it bounced straight through the goals. So that's DC Eagles' second goal of the day. 2 straight 12. They're leading the home side, Philadelphia Hawks, who are yet to score. So a very quick start there coming from the DC Eagles. The visiting side, that's the visiting side, who's also had the wood over their opponents in the Philadelphia Hawks in this last month or so in the time that they've played. So it's back up here to see, can the Hawks respond now? Copping a big bump there was Megan Sullivan. She's taken to ground, and she might just lie there for a moment. She's got her hands on her head. Sullivan, she took a little bit of a bump there. Just is lying on the ground as the umpire tries to get the trainers. She's getting checked on there, though, by Vicky Powell of the Philadelphia Hawks, just to see if she's okay. So these two sides, they met in the 2019 U.S.A. National Champions Division II Grand Final. So a bit of history for them, and what a thriller that game was when the Hawks got a goal in the last 2 minutes to win by just 5 points. The key player in that game, Danielle Marshall, who we know played for the Western Bulldogs in the AFLW for the last couple of years until she was delisted this year. But she got best on ground in that game when the Hawks absolutely clinched a thrilling match. But in recent times, it has been the DC Eagles able to get the wood over their opponents. They've won by some big margins in the last couple of months, and they look to be heading that way again if the start of this game is anything to go by. 2 straight goals the DC Eagles have kicked, and geez, it's just been in their half the whole game so far. So the tap out comes out here, and it might go to the advantage of the Hawks. They could be able to push forward. A bit of a rugby scrum brings Brooke Pye to ground. The umpire will come in there to ball the ball up. So Powell with a nice tap out. She can send it a little bit of distance towards the Hawks forward 50 of the ground, but it's the Eagles who jump in there to try and stop it and hold it as they can. On the bottom there is Medlin for the DC Eagles, but the ball will come out. The Hawks could have a chance here. Paddling it forward is Pasacala, but the ball will go back the way it came and it'll go into the hands of Trollope. So she's already got a goal for today, and she'll get the free kick here, Alex Trollope. So Trollope, she's got a kick on her, and it's just touched off the boot, but it'll make some distance, and she'll leave Kate Carey, her teammate, to go chasing after it as it goes out of bounds. So this time it'll be a throw-in, but geez, that kick gained plenty of distance for the Eagles, which means this throw-in will be close to the Eagles' goal. So in it comes, pulling it out was Dempsey straight out of the throw-in, but the ball will come to ground. Chasing after it is Pye for the Hawks, but it'll be incorrect disposal of the ball, and that will mean a DC Eagles free kick. So the Eagles will have another chance here. They're within scoring range. So the ball will go up. It's Christiansen who just pops it up with the kick, and it goes straight through the middle. So Christiansen with a goal there. Geez, she's been important early in the ruck and in around the forward line. So Christiansen there puts on DC Eagles' third straight goal, if you don't mind. They're leading 18 points to no score to the Philadelphia Hawks here at Lower Perkiomen Park in Philadelphia. Geez, the away side absolutely demolishing their opponent at the moment, but there's still plenty of time for the Hawks to show a little bit of a fight back here, and in there and trying for their side is Powell, the ruck for the Hawks. She was desperate to get the ball there. Running onto it was Russell as well. She can get a foot to it, but it doesn't move very far as she overruns the ball. The ball will fall to ground. The umpire will blow his whistle, and the free kick this time will be going the Hawks' way. So it'll be Vicky Powell, the ruck, who has the free kick here. The Hawks' first free kick, and she just heaves it forward as far as she can. She gets a bit of distance onto it, so she needs her teammates to come in here and help her out. Burdener can get a hand to it. She gets a hand pass, but it goes into the hands of Pip Nash, of her opponent. So Nash can get it to Trollope, who goes for the second effort before she can pick it up. Again, she kicks the ball out wide. The boundary line could beat her, and it does. It beats Samantha Carey. So the players will just follow that ball over the boundary line on the broadcast side of the ground, and they'll have another throw up, getting very close to the drinks break here in Philadelphia. So the ball goes in. Maida tries to get her hands to it. Ball again falls to ground. They might have a chance here, DC Eagles, to get a quick goal. It goes in the hands of Tritzler. Tritzler just pops it up, and it'll bounce, and it'll bounce. And geez, Tritzler's got one. So Tritzler made something out of nothing there. Just banged it on the boot, and it bounced, and it bounced, and it got the 6 points for her side. So, 4 goals straight, the DC Eagles. Geez, they're heaping pressure on the Philadelphia Eagles as the umpire calls the drinks break. It's the Eagles by 24 points. So what can the Hawks do after this drinks break? They've got 24 points or 4 goals straight to make up here. It's tough to do, but they'll see what they can do and see if they can be up to the challenges. The Eagles now that just go forward. It bounces over Tritzler's head. Tritzler can gather it again. She'll just put it on the boot and she pops it up. Can she get a mark? Yes, she can. Samantha Carey standing under that one. Holds up the ball and just goes straight back because she knows she's got the kick and she's got the distance to put this one through. So Samantha Carey, it's to be her first goal of the day if she can put it through. But it would be her side's 4th of this opening term. She pops it up. It's quite high. Will it make the distance or is it marked on the line? What does the umpire say? The goal umpire and the field umpire will deliberate. It looked like it was a mark on the line, but no. The umpire has given the goal. So Samantha Carey will get her first goal of the day. Just bounces over the line there by centimetres. So, geez, the Hawks, they've been tightening their defence, but just wasn't enough on that occasion. So 5 goals straight this time. It's the DC Eagles leading the Philadelphia Hawks. Yet to miss too. Very accurate kicking from the DC Eagles, just helping their cause along here. Picking the ball out from that restart, though, was Russell. She has a bit of pace on her, and she can get it across to her teammate in Lukeman. Lukeman can't pick it up cleanly, though, so this gives the Eagles an opportunity, and it's none other than Tritzler there at the bottom, who gets her hand onto that, can send it forward, but Kershaw again just mopping that up for the Hawks. She's got a kick on her, Kershaw. She sends it high, but it'll be Trollope there on the end of that one for the Eagles, so couldn't quite get it into the Hawks' advantage here to see if they could put a score on the board. Trollope with a nice long kick of her own sends it forward, but again it's mopped up and it'll go back the way it came. So the ball will go forward and it'll be the Eagles here to mop it up yet again. They've got a chance here. It's the defenders by the Eagles who need to probably pick up their strength from what they've done earlier on in this match. They haven't been required as much, and the ball will make its way over the boundary line despite the best efforts to keep it in from Turner. So throw in here. The boundary umpire directs where he will be throwing the ball in. And up it goes. It's a nice high throw, leaving the 2 rucks to go at it. It falls onto the ground. And it'll be picking up that kick will be Trollope again. So Trollope can put it on the boot. She bangs it on the right boot. She's got Maida around. She can't find her, but she's got Samantha Carey who can get on the end of it. Carey puts her hands to her head because it's a behind. And her kick scores the first point of the day, the first behind of the day for the DC Eagles, 5-1-31. They're leading Philadelphia Hawks yet to score here. So Hannah Carey there with that behind to add to her goal today already, as the Hawks look to get a move on here and see if they can just get a score on the board as they end this first term. It'll be Tritzler at the bottom. She's able to pull it in. She's got under plenty of pressure there from Brooke Pye. Great tackle from Brooke Pye to bring down Tritzler, and the umpire does say reward that, but he'll just reward it with a ball up, so not the free kick they might have liked. Pye's there to pick it up. She can just get a quick hurried kick away. She was under plenty of pressure from Trollope. Trollope goes back and sends the hand pass backwards. She can get it to Conley, but Conley's wrapped up again in the tackle, so plenty of pressure here coming from the Hawks, who will try to do their utmost to keep the ball in their forward half of the ground. Birdner was in there for the Hawks as well. just trying to wrap the ball up, and the free kick will go the way of the Hawks, and it'll be left to Samantha Russell here to take this free kick. So she might be a little bit too far out to score. The kick doesn't come off the boot too well. It's flat and it just bounces into Chris Janison's foot. So she sends it forward into a pack. Coming on and jumping onto there was Trollope, and Trollope's able to pick it up, and she puts it on the boot and sends a centering kick into the centre of the ground, but it'll be mopped up by the Hawks. Strong defence here from the Philadelphia Hawks. The kick can go to the outer side of the ground, but it'll be the Eagles able to run away with this one. Taking a bounce there is Medlin. She takes another one. She puts it on the right boot. She's got a chance here, but it goes wide, and it hits the post. So Medlin there with a poster for the DC Eagles. But geez, they're peppering the goals, the DC Eagles, at the moment. It's 5-32. They're leading the Hawks yet to score. So the ball's brought back in. It's quite close to the boundary line. Can they keep it in? Yes, they can. Pip Nash can keep it in for the Eagles, and she can send a hand pass across to Kate Carey. Kate Carey's completely wrapped up in that tackle by Barbara Dempsey. And so the umpire will come in to throw the ball up very close to the boundary line. So it'll be a bit difficult to keep this one in, but the players will do their best, and they're able to do that. Lukeman for the Hawks can grab it, and she just sends it down the line and down the ground. She's got her teammate running onto it in Lauren Fox. Lauren Fox can pick it up. She falls over and goes to ground, and it's Trollope there who's able to clean up that for the Eagles. Coming in to jump on the ground there is Medlin. Medlin can get a quick flick away to Kate Carey, who's been coming into the game in this first quarter. As the Eagles go, and they'll push forward, and they'll try for another goal. Will they? No. So another point here. So after that accurate start to the game, no, it won't even be a point. It will be a out-of-bounds kick for the Hawks. Or the throw-in. So the throw-in will come, and the throw-in will be told to be done again because it wasn't quite up to the lofty standard. So the throw-in comes up. Maida's in the ruck there for her side. The ball falls to ground, so neither side able to get an advantage. In there is Samantha Carey for the Eagles. She's doing her best, and she can just push it away until the umpire will come in here and have another throw-in just to break up things here. So up goes the ball. At the back is Turner for the Hawks. Maida's got the ball, though. She puts it on the boot, but it was going wide from the moment she kicked it. So just another behind there for the DC Eagles, 5-3-33. They've taken a big lead against the Philadelphia Hawks, who still have not hit the scoreboard as such. But some nice defensive work there coming from Turner and Kershaw early in this game. So the big kick in comes out. Goes nearly to the midway point of the ground. Great way to clear from the Hawks. What can they do, though? Powell's in and amongst it there for her side. She goes in for the tackle, but it doesn't matter because it'll be the Eagles who can push forward here. Goes over the top of Maida's head. Kershaw can then pick up the ball, and again, she just bangs it on the boot and she clears it. That's what she's been doing all quarter, and she does it so well. But Medlin in the middle for the Eagles is able to pick up the ball and push it forward. The Eagles might be able to go forward here. So they'll have a chance with a mark to just push it forward. It's in the hands of Pip Nash. That kick just goes high, and it goes through the hands of Kate Carey, so she can't hold on to it. Dempsey's able to out-muscle Maida, so Dempsey holds onto the ball until she's dispossessed of it. Going in there as well was Chris Janison until the ball's cleared by the Hawks. But how far can it go? Not far enough, as it's just picked up by the Eagles and pushed forward again. Does it roll through again? Do the Eagles get another one rolling through? No, it's touched on the line by Kershaw. So the last line of defence saving a possible goal there.
Australian rules football? In the U.S.? That's right. The United States Australian Football League is in a city near you. Go to USAFL.com, find your team, check them out. We're a group full of men and women just like you. Join us for the fun athletic competition. Stay for the camaraderie.
We are the champions!
Log on and sign up to join your team at USAFL.com.
So the Hawks might be looking to capitalise on what was a scoring end during that term. A red-hot DC Eagles piled on 6-4. So the Hawks have a lot of work to do. This time the Hawks will be kicking to the right-hand side of your screen, or the creek end. Well, the DC Eagles go to the Pottstown Expressway end, which will be the left-hand side of your screen. It'll be in the hands of Chris Jadinson, who can get the ball away, and she'll find Trollope. Trollope just puts it on the boot. She's been dominant in the midfield so far. There's Mater up forward for her team. Kershaw's doing her best to stop this run, and she'll have some support from Dempsey. Dempsey can get in and amongst it, but geez, the Eagles have piled on here, and Tritzler's made sure she's in and amongst it, and the umpire will be forced again to come in here and throw out the ball, so deep inside that Eagles forward line. So up goes the ball, and it'll fall onto the ground. Pies there for the Hawks. She can try and pick it up. It goes through her legs, and she can't manage to pick it up. So this time it'll be Nash who can put it on the boot. It's smothered to ground. So the Hawks might be able to go forward here. What can the kick do, and how far can it get it? It can get it quite a distance away from the Hawks' defensive end. Getting the ball there and picking up was Lukeman, who again just banged it on the boot to see how far she could get it, but it was cleaned up by the Eagles, who were able to go forward again. But Pies there for the Hawks, and geez, the Hawks have started this quarter quite well. So Lukeman with the ball, she goes in for a second effort, and that second effort is a hand pass. She was looking there for Fox, but Fox was out-muscled to the ball from Trollope. Trollope can push that forward, and she sends it towards Revelezza. Revelezza does well there just to get it away, and the ball, again, will be in some dispute here. It's both teams that have just been going at it, neither able to gain control. Powell had it, and she tried to get it to Dempsey. Dempsey was pushing it along there, and it was Nash who could get it for the Eagles. Pip Nash who gets it away, and the players will go chasing after the ball now as it returns to the middle of the ground. Running after it there was Medlin. So Medlin with a bit of pace can pick it up. She sends a high ball up, and it'll be ably taken as a mark for the Hawks. So fantastic clean mark there taken by Dempsey. So Dempsey pushes it out to the outer side of the ground. So the Hawks here with a string of marks to get their second term underway. Powell can put it on the boot, and she just pushes it up. She's looking for Pasacala. Pasacala can't mark, though. So it'll be into the hands of Trollope again. So Trollope just pushes it forward. She was looking there for Revelezza. Didn't quite get her as cleanly as she would have liked. So the Hawks might be able to push forward here. That they do. But again, it'll be cleaned up by the Eagles. The Eagles will take a mark here and might just be able to slow things down. So the ball goes forward, but geez, yet again, it will ping-pong straight back. Barbara Dempsey with the mark, and with a nice kick that goes high, and it was a good-looking kick, but it is cleaned up by Kate Carey. It's the intercept mark there taken by Kate Carey, who goes with a big kick to the outer side of the ground to see what she can do with it. She can get into the hands of Pip Nash. The Eagles might be able to go forward here, depending on what options are ahead of them. What can they do? Well, there's all Hawks at the moment, but a beautiful tackle there by Tritzler. Will she be rewarded? No, the umpire will let play go on. Could have been a holding the ball on a Tritzler free kick. But the Eagles might be able to do something here anyway, and they'll just mop that ball right up and send it. But geez, it's been played in the middle of the ground at the moment this quarter. That was Russell in and amongst it for the Hawks. Both sides really pushing in this quarter, and the Hawks doing a really good job not to let the DC Eagles score as quickly as they did in that first term, as the hand pass from Revelezza goes to Trollope. Trollope pushes it forward again. She's looking for the full forward in Mater, but again it'll be cleaned up by Kershaw. Kershaw to Fox. Fox brings the ball to ground, and the umpire will come in to throw the ball up. So still in the DC Eagles front side of the ground. They're kicking to the left-hand side of your screen as Trollope waltzes her way in there, picks up the ball, puts it on the boot, and it'll bounce forward back into play. So not even a score there for Trollope. As the ball goes towards the boundary line, Lukeman can stop it, and she'll pick it up. She spins around and she puts the ball onto the boot. Running onto it there was Spear for the Hawks. It's Medlin who can pick it up there and send it forward for the DC Eagles. So the ball will go forward, and Medlin's able to find her teammate. She's able to find Nash. So Nash, what can she do with it? She pops it up, but her teammate's not able to mark, so it'll come to ground here, and the Hawks might be able again to do something with it if they can clear it out cleanly. They can't, because it's the pace of Kate Carey who comes running in and throws it on the boot. She goes on the run. She doesn't have the distance. So it'll be Kershaw who has no problems at all in taking that mark in the goal square. So Kershaw, long clearing kick. Where can she get it? She gets it into some space, and she's got Turner running into that space, but she's not able to pick it up. So instead it'll be Medlin and Turner going for the ball. Turner can pick it up in her second effort, and she tries to get it across to Powell. Powell goes in for the tackle of her opponent. The umpire will let play continue, though, as the DC Eagles try and push forward again, this time through Medlin. So Medlin's had plenty of the ball as well. She was there looking for Revelezza, who couldn't cleanly pick up the ball. Stays in the hands of the blue, and it's in the arms of Conley when the umpire comes in and throws the ball up to break up play. So, uncontested is Chris Jensen in the ruck. She can bring it down. She gets it to Revelezza again. Revelezza can find Trollope. Trollope's running onto the ball here. Can she weave around Kershaw? She gives the don't argue. She can't put it on the boot cleanly, though, but she goes back for the second effort. Trollope. Can the Eagles get a goal out of this? Yes, they can, and it comes from Pip Nash. So that was a bit more of a difficult goal than the DC Eagles have had to manufacture. But manufacture they do nonetheless. 6-4-40. It's the DC Eagles leading Philadelphia, who are yet to score. So just Pip Nash with the first goal of this second term. It's taken 6 minutes to get there, but they got there, the DC Eagles. So the Hawks have picked up their defensive efforts so far this game, and geez, they made the DC Eagles work hard to get that goal. So 40 points will be the margin here as we near the halfway point of this fourth quarter. The ball might fall into the hands of Pasacalla, not quite. It's into the hands of Nash, her opponent. So Powell able to manage to get the ball and get that hand pass across. Could be a string of hand passes that might lead to something for the Hawks. It'll be up to Turner to see if she can be first to the ball. She can get to the ball, but Kate Carey will fight her for it. Kate Carey's able to pick up the ball. Will it go over the line? Yes. So just bounced over the line there when Kate Carey went to gather it, which means we'll have another throw in. So DC leading by a big margin here, as they have in their two previous matches against Philadelphia in the last month or so. The ball thrown in at the bottom could be Kate Carey. She could have picked it out. She doesn't. She lets it bounce, but she goes after it. She's trying to outmuscle. It's a 1v3, and she's trying to outmuscle her opponents. Does enough to let her teammate get the ball, and her teammate can just weave it inside. The ball will bounce and bounce. Will it bounce into the hands of Trollope? Yes, it will. And she turns around, swings around, and sends the ball forward. How far forward can it get? Revelezza can get a hand onto it, but it'll be Dempsey for the Hawks, who can just send a clearing kick to the outer side of the ground. They may be able to find the safety of the boundary line. Yes, they will, and they'll find the safety of the whistle. It's 6-4-40 at the drinks break. The DC Eagles leading the Hawks. So the Hawks will be looking to put on their first score before the halftime break. They've got 7 or 8 minutes to do that. What can they do? It's Powell with the tap out, and she gets a bit of distance on it. So this might be a little bit of a chance for her side. Running around and dodging around, and it was Brooke Pye. She went the wrong way with a bit of a grin. She went the right way, but she was stopped in her tracks there by Nash. So the umpire will come in and pay the free kick, though, to Pye. So Pye will have the free kick and might be able, she's not quite within scoring distance. She can see the goal. She might line up anyway and see if she can make it. The Hawks might want to head their way towards that goal square. So you can't get the distance, but it'll just filter out over the boundary line. So not in a bad position here for the Hawks, though, because she's gained some meterage with that. And the ball will be thrown in the Hawks' forward pocket as they kick towards the creek end of the ground. So the ball thrown in. It goes over the ruck's heads. It'll be at the bottom. Fighting for it is Pye again. She tries to do something with it, but she can't. Her teammate Lukeman was in there to lend a hand. It's the Hawks who can get a few hands on the ball, but they just can't pick it up cleanly. It'll be Trollope in there to hold up proceedings, and the umpire will come in and send another ball up. Powell and Christensen both can get a hand on it. Christensen can pick it up, and she'll get the hand pass across to Trollope, who again goes with a bit of a trademark turn. She just flings it onto the boot. Running onto it will be Tritzler. Tritzler's tackled heavily by Russell, but manages to do well and get a handball out. Tritzler goes after the ball, and she's brought to ground, but she's helped up there by her opponent, Samantha Russell. And the umpire will come in, and he'll pay a free kick, though, and it will go to Tritzler. Or it'll go to Trollope, rather. So Trollope with the free kick. Just gains another possession by that free kick. She again was looking for Revelezza, as she has done a couple of times today. The kick doesn't amount to anything from Revelezza, though, because the Hawks are in there to try and hold things up. But the umpire will step in, and the free kick there will go to Tritzler. So Tritzler will take her steps back here because she's got a chance to score. The ball skyrockets up into the air before it's taken by the Hawks with a strong mark down back there. So the Hawks holding on to that one and stopping another score. Again, their defence is held up, but that kick ably cut off by Trollope. So it'll ping-pong back the other way. So Trollope puts it on the boot, and she sends it into a little bit of space. Chris Jansen can run onto it, but Dempsey's there for the Hawks as well. Dempsey, another one who's been strong in defence. She gathers it. She's tackled. And the ball will be paddled along there by Pasakala. So Pasakala can paddle it along, gain a bit of distance. But, geez, that distance doesn't amount to much because Pip Nash is there and she can pick it up, but she's tackled by Pasakala. Pasakala going back in there and doing some fantastic work to make sure that ball did not become any score. So Pasakala with a great run and chase there. And she'll have the ball here and she'll go for the kick. So she puts it on that right boot. She's on the outer side of the ground. She was looking for a teammate in Lukeman. Just went over her head, but Powell was there to pick it up. Powell can put it on the boot. She can't gain too much distance with that, so it'll fall on the ground and it'll go into the hands now with Samantha Carey. So Carey of the Eagles can push it. She went for Chris Jaddenson and tried for her height, but the ball went over her head. So Pasakala getting a few touches in these last few minutes, gets the ball away again. She got to Powell. Powell's along the boundary line, so she'll have to keep it in. Can she keep it in? She can get a hand pass away as she's on the ground. Picking it up there is Trollope. Trollope picks it up and sends it forward. But again, running onto that there was Dempsey for the Hawks. So Dempsey, another strong period for the Hawks defence from Dempsey there. So doing a great job there as the players share a bit of a laugh. So the free kick will go the Eagles' way. And it'll be sent in there. Will it be cleaned up by Dempsey? I think it will be. She'll be there and she'll be able to pick up the ball yet again. She has to send out a hurried hand pass and she can get it to Pasakala. Nice little bit of linkage here. If Burdener can pick it up, nope. She'll be beaten by the boundary line, Burdener. And the umpire will have to come in and throw the ball in. So the ball thrown in as the Rucks come at it. This time it was Nash for the Eagles going up at it, and it'll be Trollope who can come in there and grab it, but her kick is smothered by Pasakala. Pasakala back with the ball. She's got to push it out over the back of her head, and she can find Lukeman at the back who's running onto it. But again, it'll be the Eagles in Chris Jaddenson who can run onto this one. Just the ball going into a little bit of space. Trying to run onto it there was Fox. Fox goes to ground. Maida can pick it up, though, and get a quick handball away. Kershaw's there, though, to pick it up for the Eagles, and that she does. And she just bangs it on the boot, and she can get it a fair distance away from the danger zone for the Eagles, as the Hawks just try and keep the Eagles from scoring again this half. That could be a success for them if they are able to do that. Running onto it will be Pye for the Hawks. She just can't gather it. It falls onto her boot. It goes into her hands, and in the end it ends up into the hands of Tritzler. So Tritzler on the right bends it back into a bit of space, and it'll be Maida who can pick it up. No, she can't because she's got Kershaw there. So Kershaw can pick it up. And this time it will be a free kick, though, for Maida. So the Eagles benefiting from yet another free kick. Does Maida think she's got the distance? She's looking like she wants to pass off. And instead she just pops it up and sees what she can find. She ends up finding Trollope, who just runs in there. She seems to find the ball wherever she is. Trollope to Chris Jaddenson. Chris Jaddenson's kick looks straight, and Chris Jaddenson's kick is straight. So the DC Eagles with a late goal, 7-4-46. They're leading Philadelphia, who are yet to score. So some great work there from the Hawks to hold off a bit of a barrage from the DC Eagles, but in the end, it was a goal there to Chris Jaddenson, and it's Chris Jaddenson's second for the day. A nice straight kick there, benefiting from Trollope coming in and getting the pass across to her, allowing her to capitalise. So 46 points the margin as we near the halftime break here in Philadelphia. The tap out, though, from Powell goes straight to her opponent in Trollope, who has been everywhere. Trollope could have found Conley, but the ball bounces the wrong way. Conley goes back to pick it up, and she sends the hand pass to Trollope. Trollope just barrels it forward. She can find Maida. Can Maida? No, she just doesn't have the height to get it because she's out-muscled by Fox, who can send a clearing kick away to the centre of the ground. Sobral's there for the Eagles. Can she pick it up? She fumbles a little bit, and then she can pick it up, and her kick looks good. Where does her kick go? Bounces through the legs of her Hawks opponent. Running onto it, though, will be Nash for the Eagles. Pip Nash looks like she's going goalward, and she was. She had Maida, and she had her teammate Reveletza there. Maida goes back to get it, but it'll be touched on the line. And the DC Eagles will add another score, 7-5-47 now. They're leading their opposition, who just can't quite get onto the scoreboard as the umpire signals half-time. It's the DC Eagles by 47 points.
My first game, I stood there and I was just like, I don't know what's happening, but I'm just gonna run. I just kept going, and I kept going to practice. I kept going to the games. And eventually it just clicked. And I was just like, oh, I get it now. Like, this is fun.
Aussie Rules, is also known as footy, is the equivalent of like the NFL here. And so in Australia they call it AFL.
So in Australia it's a huge sport, especially for the women. It's getting even bigger.
It's empowering for women, young women.
It's really great to just be able to run around and just have so much fun with a bunch of people that love the same sport that you do.
It just gives me this energy that I just can't describe, and it just brings me like so much joy.
It's a great physical outlet, but also the people that we play with are just so amazing.
These are the girls that if you want to dress up and go out, they'll be there for you. If you want to be in your sweatpants all day and eat chocolate and watch Netflix, they're also there for you.
I think that this sport has something for everyone.
I just feel like anyone and everyone should try it, give it a go, and just see if they like it.
If you're watching this video, it's not by accident. This is for you.
So at half-time, there would have been no shortage of things the Hawks might have wanted to address in that match. At the top of the list, you'd think, would have been stopping Alex Trollope, who has just been prolific in this match. So it'll be the Hawks who just want to score. They'll be kicking towards the left-hand side of your screen, but it'll go to the right-hand side because it's none other than Trollope with the ball, and geez, she finds the safe hands of Samantha Carey. So Samantha Carey's got a goal already. She might not make it completely the distance here, so she goes out wide. She's trying to find someone in a better position, but it'll be Kershaw there who just was able to mop that one up for her side. So Kershaw with another intercept mark. She's been racking them up, and she'll send it across to Lukeman. She nearly could find Lukeman, but it slipped through her hands. So Samantha Carey's gone back in there for a second effort. She sends it off to the prime position there to Sobral. Sobral was directly in front, but a bit of pressure, a bit of perceived pressure perhaps from Dempsey means that she'll just gets it out to the left of the big sticks. So 7-6-48, the Eagles, their lead will get to 48 points here. It's a big margin, and there's a lot to be done, and Kershaw looks like she's contemplating that as she sends the ball as far away from that defensive area as possible. But it'll ping back in. Running onto it is Trollope. Trollope can get it away. Can she get the goal away? The umpire just watches it go through the middle. And Trollope with a goal. 8-6-54. The DC Eagles are leading their opponent, Philadelphia Hawks, at Lower Perkiomen Park. Trollope with her second goal of the day. She's been masterful throughout this day and has been key in a lot of passages of play. And this time she sends it straight through the middle for the 6 points, as the Hawks are left with nothing else to do but to go and gather that ball and return it to the umpire in the centre of the ground. So it's a tough day here at the moment for the Hawks, battling a lot of good DC Eagles players as well as the heat, which just makes life a little bit more difficult here during the U.S.A. Summer Series as plays restarted. A crunching tackle there from Russell. She means business at the moment for the Hawks, and she goes after Trollope again. Trollope gets the hand pass away, but the umpire jumps in and will give the free kick across to Powell. So Powell looks ahead of her. She looks to see what can she find. She pushes it forward, and unfortunately she can find the hands of Medlin, her opponent. So Medlin puts it on the left boot, and she just pops up. It goes over Christiansen's head, and this time it'll go into the hands of Fox. Fox can get the ball across to Pasakala. Pasakala, as she's falling, just pushes the ball away with a quick hand pass. Her teammate Burdener was under plenty of pressure from Maitner, and it might be enough for the Eagles to go forward. No, Pasakala back in and amongst it again. She just pushes it forward. Mater, who's gone back into defence for this quarter, can get the ball away, and Mater goes with the Shepherd as well to hopefully give Trollope a little bit of an opportunity to get the kick away cleanly. She can get it to Christiansen, who's tackled by Pasakala, who's running around the midfield for the Hawks at the moment. It'll be Powell who's in and amongst it there for her side. Ben said it's Kershaw who can pick it up for the Hawks and send it along, dribbling along the ground. Mater's there to pick it up for the Eagles. She just flicks across a quick hand pass. Medlin can pick it up cleanly on the bounce, and Medlin opts for the kick this time, and she'll just push it forward. But the ball will just play on. In and amongst it was Medlin again. She goes to ground. Few players falling on the ground here in this contest. Who can stay on their feet? It's Trollope. Trollope can stay up and can get a flick away hand pass. Pye was amongst there for the Hawks, as was Powell, as was Lukeman, before the umpire comes in to blow the whistle. And this time we'll have a throw up. No, we won't. We'll have a free kick. It will be going to Tritzler. So it's a free kick in the creek end of the ground, which means it will be the DC Eagles scoring end. So Tritzler puts it on the right boot. Can she make the distance? No, she can't. But who can mop it up? Can Samantha Carey mop it up? She can, but she just flings it on the boot and it's wide. So it'll be a score for the DC Eagles, who now move to 55 points ahead of their opponent, but not the one that Samantha Carey was looking for from quite close to the goals. Kershaw makes that trek back to get the ball, and she'll just go for what she's become synonymous for, and that's the big kick in. So she goes out to the outer side of the ground and she goes wide. Nash is there for the Eagles and can run onto it unless she's beaten there, and that she is. She's beaten by Russell, who can pick it up, and it's a tough hand pass she's got to get out because she's under plenty of pressure. And the ball will go back the Eagles' way. It'll be flung forward. Beautiful pressure there coming from Dempsey. What a great tackle to bring her opponent to the ground. Could have been a free kick. No. It won't be a free kick to the Eagles. It'll be a ball up. So great tackle there, Dempsey, on Sobral of the Eagles. So up goes the ball and it falls down. Who can gather it? Christiansen was trying to get it. She was going up against Lukeman as she tried to do it. And the umpire will just pull that back. And we'll have a drinks break already. So it'll be the DC Eagles at this drinks break, 54 points leading. So, back after that drinks break, it's the DC Eagles who really have done no wrong this match so far. What will they do? Will they just heap this pressure on for the remainder of the match, or can the Hawks cling back something and claw back a goal, claw back any sort of margin? At the moment, it's the Eagles who are just pushing forward, and the ball will go wide here, though. And it'll be left to a few of the support staff to go running after it as it settles in the field. Obviously playing on a smaller field today with the extreme heat at the moment, 90 degrees Fahrenheit there, meaning a few drinks breaks and a smaller field during this U.S.A. Summer Series match. As the ball's thrown in, getting the tap out was Turner, who can bring it to ground. But Kershaw has it when she stops in her tracks by the umpire. He'll come in and they'll be told, you need to throw that one back in again, please. So the umpire will come back in again just to get a little bit more distance. Gets the thumbs up and gets a bit of distance on that throw. Out it goes out the back. Pye tries to pull it in, but Tritzler's there as well for the Eagles, and she's the one that can get it and throws it on the right boot. Does she get a goal out of this? Yes, she does. Tritzler, straight from the boundary throw-in, picks up the ball, throws it on the boot while everyone was looking at the boundary throw-in. She got the goal, Olivia Tritzler. So 9-7-61, this margin has blown out to by the Eagles, as the home side Philadelphia Hawks still searching for that first score of the day as we get very close to three-quarter time. Time is running out a little bit, but the DC Eagles, well, they've played 2 times in the last month. The Eagles have won both. One by 30, one by 73. So this one following along in the same little suit. As the ball comes forward for the DC Eagles as they push again, it's Fox who can get a hand pass away. She's been strong defensively for the Hawks. Spear holding the ball, but she's out-muscled by Trollope, who forces Spear to drop the ball. And that will be incorrect disposal, meaning Trollope will gain the free kick. So Trollope this time, again, throws it on the boot and tries to get some distance. It goes over the top of everyone, and it'll keep bouncing until it's picked up there by Kershaw. And Kershaw takes a few steps and puts it on the right boot. She gets it very deep into her side's attacking half with a booming kick, but Maida can pick it up for the Eagles. Her kick can only get as far as Powell. Powell pushes in there, and it can get to Martinovsky. Martinovsky will send it across to Spear. Spear goes for the goals, and Spear gets a goal. Caitlin Spear with Philadelphia Hawks' first goal of the day. It's taken till nearly the end of the third term, but geez, the players' arms go up to celebrate. She gets a high five from Brooke Pye, Caitlin Spear, for putting on her side's first goal of the day. 9-7-61. Philadelphia now 1 goal straight, 6th the margin, 55 points here in Philadelphia. So a bit to celebrate there for the Hawks, and it was a nice quick goal on the rebound that they were able to get there. Caught their side off guard, booming kick from Kershaw in defence, set that up, and the Hawks were able to make the most of it. Now it's up to see whether they can make it 2 in a row. Lukeman with the kick out of the centre, she sends it forward. It'll be cleaned up there by the Eagles, but it won't go too far before the Hawks will try and go forward here. Through Spear again, the ball will just be pushed forward. It'll go out wide. It will stop, though, before it goes over the boundary line. So there might be a chance here. Maida can pick it up. She walks past it. She again goes with the Shepherd, and it'll be Trollope with the ball. Who'll send it to the centre of the ground. Not much ahead of it, Trollope, so Kershaw can pick that up and put it on the boot and go forward before Trollope just, again, runs in and gets the ball. She just goes for home and sees how far she can get it. It's going wide, though, and there's Dempsey there for the Hawks, also able to chase after it. So Dempsey puts it across to Kershaw. Kershaw just aims for the safety of the boundary. Nope, she's got the safety of Brooke Pye, who can keep it in, smothered by Nash. Again, it's teetering along the boundary line there. Pike will get it back and get another disposal as the ball's on the deck. And Trollope's at the bottom of that pack. And the umpire comes in and signals the ball will be thrown in. Nope, the ball will be Trollope's last touch rule, meaning she'll be able to kick it forward. So Trollope sends it forward. It's stopped by Pye, who can bring it down. Tritzler's there for the Eagles, though, to help out. As the ball just bobbles along the ground, the Eagles are able to pick it up. They can't get it cleanly because getting the tackling there was Turner. So Turner of the Hawks getting a nice little tackle there just to stall the Eagles in their tracks a little bit. And that's what they'll do. And they'll benefit from this one because the Hawks have a chance to go forward and there's just enough time maybe for them to score. No, there's not, because it will be the three-quarter time siren. 9-7-61. It's the Eagles leading Philadelphia 1 goal straight, 6.
Australian rules football? In the U.S.? That's right. The United States Australian Football League is in a city near you. Go to USAFL.com, find your team, check them out. We're a group full of men and women just like you. Join us for the fun athletic competition. Stay for the camaraderie.
We are the champions!
Log on and sign up to join your team at USAFL.com.
Philadelphia with their first goal in the third term. Can they get another in this fourth and final term? They start the way they mean to go on and they push it forward. There's Pasicella, who just scoops it and pushes it forward, and it could just do the job. It's in the hands of Martinovsky when she's tackled. And it'll go Kate Carey's way for the Eagles. So Carey pushes it forward and she can find Tritzler. Tritzler's around there, but again, the Hawks' pressure can do something here from Pye. No, not quite. The Eagles will continue to press forward here. Chasing after it there was Conley of the Eagles, until again the Hawks can just send that clearing ball out of defence like they have done so well today, but Also doing so well today has been Trollope, and she stops it right in its tracks in the midfield. So Eagles controlling that midfield today despite the best efforts of the Hawks in defence. And again, that'll be on show here as the ball just pings straight back into the middle. And who can run onto this one? It'll be the Eagles. A quick hand pass can get there. Can get to Maida, who can pick it up cleanly. Her hand pass will go into some space, and she'll need some players to run onto it. Why does she need some players? It's just Maida who runs onto it again. She sends another hand pass across to Sobral. Maida's there. She's another option. Sobral goes for goals, and Maida's hands goes up because it's the DC Eagles with another major on the board. Their 10th goal for the day, 10-7-67. They're leading Philadelphia 1 goal straight, 6. So, Maida went in with the second and third efforts, but in the end wasn't needed. With the goal coming there and adding to the DC Eagles total. Huge efforts there from the Eagles as the play continues. So, Eagles, can they go again? How many goals can they put on this quarter? Was that their goal, just to pile on as many as they could? Whoa, stopped in her tracks there is Tritzler. She can't move forward at all. Kershaw is there and was a brick wall. And the umpire will come in and will throw the ball up there. Kershaw just stopping Tritzler before she had any other ideas. And Kershaw will just contest the ruck as well, if you don't mind. The ball forward to ground. Picking it up was Trollope. Trollope swirls it around and puts it on the right boot. It goes out wide and it'll be cleaned up here by the Hawks, who can get a little bit of the ball and some distance away from their defensive end. It's tapped across. Maida's down there and she might be able to gather, but she opts just to push it away. She might have been the intended person for that hand pass, but no matter, it's into the Hawks' hands now. Quick kick away there can come, but it'll be the Eagles now pushing, and they'll push and they'll press and they'll go forward yet again. It goes through the hands of Samantha Carey. Picking it up there will be Turner of the Hawks. She weaves through a couple of opponents to get the hand pass away, and the Hawks might be onto something here. Have they got enough numbers ahead of the ball? No, because it'll be Eagles at the back, in the back line, who can just pick that one up and send it forward. So the Eagles will go forward here. Trollope with the kick on the outer side of the ground. Nice string of marks here from the Eagles. Give them an opportunity to go forward. The ball goes through a few Hawks defenders. Kershaw diving on it in that back line. And she's got her opponents on top of her. She had Sobral. She had Samantha Carey on top of her, but Kershaw was not letting go of that ball. But it'll be the goal square now where this ball is thrown up. A perilous place for the Hawks. Christiansen with the hit out, but the ball ricochets back in. The Hawks desperate to get the ball out of this area. They're pushing and trying to get it away. Trollope's there as well. She can't pick it up cleanly. Now she can. She's tackled. She shrugs off the tackle, puts it on the right boot. She's looking for a teammate. It goes over the top of Samantha Carey's head, but Tritzler's there to lend some support. She's got under a lot of pressure with Pye, and Pye's there to put enough pressure on her to cause her to dispose of the ball as the Hawks try and get this away. Pasacala there with plenty of pressure on as the tackler, but the ball will stay in the hands of the Blue like we've seen so often, and it'll go into the safe hands there of Pip Nash. So Nash is already a goal scorer today, and she'll go back now and she'll go for another one. So Pip Nash aiming to put on the 11th goal of her side's day. It's been a dominant performance here by the DC Eagles, and Pip Nash will be pretty keen to continue that along, but it'll just be a behind. So Pip Nash with a behind there brings the margin to 62 points. 10 goals, 8 there by the DC Eagles. The Hawks just with the 1 goal straight, but they scored that goal quickly, so they've got a chance to do it again. Kershaw with the kick doesn't come off her boot as well as has today, which gives the Eagles another opportunity, and it's Pip Nash again who just puts it on the boot and sends it towards goals. And it'll be a mark taken by Christina Sobral. So Sobral will line up here. She's on a slight angle, about 20 metres out, and the umpire comes in to make sure she makes that angle right. So it'll be a bit of a difficult kick. She puts a lot on it, but she hasn't got the distance, and it does go wide. There's still a chance here, though, for the DC Eagles, and this chance will come from a free kick going the way of Samantha Carey. So Samantha Carey was just pulled to the ground in that marking contest, meaning she'll have the free kick. Again, she's on the other side of the ground to where a teammate took the kick, but she's got the same angle as Sobral to contend with. So it doesn't waste too much time in getting the ball on the boot. It's a good-looking kick. It's a very good-looking kick, and the umpire agrees. So the DC Eagles have moved to 11-8-74. They're leading by 68 points here now. They won by 73 points in the past month against this side, so might just be looking to see if they can outdo that margin. So another goal there to Samantha Carey, whose kick never looked like missing. As we go for drinks, 11-8-74 to 1-6. It's the DC Eagles leading. So not long left in this match now. Geez, it's the DC Eagles who have put on a show today. 11 goals, 8 they have scored. Huge margin they've built, and they might just be looking to add on to that in this final bit. 68 points they're leading by, and they won by 73 points in the last month against the same opponent. So a goal would do the trick of just getting them above that margin, and that's a nice little goal just to keep you going. And that might be what Medlin's thinking as she sends that ball forward. It'll be cut off, though, and players will pile on to just hold that ball where it is. Chris Jansen, make sure of that. Make sure the umpire will be in there to throw the ball up. So Powell makes her way back in for the Hawks, and she's able to get her hands on that along with Chris Jansen. So the ball goes to the outer side of the ground. That's picked up here by Trollope. Trollope sends it forward. What can happen here? Can a goal be manufactured? Sobral can get it. She calls for the ball again, but it's off to Tritzler. Tritzler can put it on the boot. Can she put it through the middle as well? Yes, she can. So Tritzler comes in there. Another multiple goal kicker for the day for the Eagles is Tritzler, as she puts through her side's 12th goal of the day. And that means that margin is now above the 73 points the DC Eagles won by when they played the Philadelphia Hawks in this past month. So the margin goes out to 74 points. The Hawks, of course, playing with a few top-up players from the DC Eagles, helping them out a bit to ensure this U.S.A. Summer Series match goes on. Nice hot weather they're playing in too. 90 degrees Fahrenheit to contend with. Means it's a very tough day out there on the field. Not too long, though, for the players to stand in the sun. Oh, we've got an injury here there from Park Sulla. So we hope Park Sulla is okay, as she's carried off the ground by a member from each side. So just a bit of an injury there. Played very well, Pasacala, today. Lots of intent, lots of drive, and lots of chasing after those DC Eagles runners who have been running all day. So not good for Pasacala, but hopefully it's just a minor injury that sees her carried off during this match. So the umpire will look soon to restart play once she's safely off the ground. As Turner makes her way back to her position. It's Powell and Chris Jansen there, who are set to contest the ruck, as they have done for most period of today. The ball goes up and Powell gets it over the head of Chris Jansen. Running onto it there was Spear for the Hawks. Spear can get it to Fox. Fox is taken to ground, but it looks like it's Medlin who might be the worst off in that tackle. So Medlin was doing the tackling, but she might have just landed a little bit awkwardly. But she may also benefit from the free kick coming from that tackle. So, bit of a cramp there for Medlin, who just goes for the toes and gets the cramp out of that calf. So Medlin sends it, and she'll find her teammate in Nash with a beautiful kick there. Pip Nash, very clean hands, has been having a good day as well on the field. So Pip Nash sends it forward, but it'll be cleaned up there by Dempsey of the Hawks. Dempsey just sends the ball away as far as she can. The ball goes over the boundary line. So the umpire's there to come and throw it in, as the rucks also come running to make sure they're there to contest, and they put their hand up to show the umpire that it will be them. It's the same rucks we've seen all day, though. There's Berdner at the bottom instead, who's just able to gather a little bit, but again, it'll be in the hands of Eagles, and Medlin's got the ball, and she goes for a little bit of a run here, and it's a good-looking kick out wide. She might be able to find Samantha Carey. No, it's stopped before there by her teammate in Tritzler. So Tritzler can get it forward. The ball might go over the top of Kershaw's head. No, it won't. Nothing goes over the top of Kershaw's head. But the umpire will come in again. And unfortunately, we've got yet another injury. So not a good-looking injury here at the moment. A couple of players going down in this last period of this match here. Looks to be a shoulder injury. Medlin's in there to help as much as she can. It's obviously a tough game. And it's a tough game to be played in this heat. Might be a few odd falls that can cause some of these injuries. So we'll have another pause here just as the runners come on to help. And it'll be still the DC Eagles, though, leading by a margin of 74 points. 80-6. It's a big margin. And you hope players are going off as well as a precaution just in case, as obviously the game has been run and won by the DC Eagles. So have a little bit of a substitution here as the game again is restarted. And the ball will be brought and kicked straight into the middle as the players all go chasing after it after the restart. At the bottom of the pack there is Kate Carey. She's always in and under and has showed that today. Martinovsky can get her hands on it. Maida can also get her hands on it, and she sends the ball forward. She again goes and collects the ball again, and she'll just pull it forward, but she loses the ball, but she goes after the tackle, and she tries and gets Brooke Pye in that tackle. And she should be rewarded for that. Yes, the ball will keep bouncing along the ground as it goes into the forward half for the DC Eagles. Dempsey just trying to kick it along, playing a bit of soccer there. A couple of soccer kicks there, but it doesn't do much for her side's advantage until Kershaw can come in there and pick it up and just throw it on the boot and see how far she can get it. She gets it as far as Trollope, and Trollope just sends it back into the forward line. What can Pip Nash do? Can Pip Nash get another goal onto the board? No, it's wide and it'll bounce and it'll stay in. So Kershaw forced to defend that. And Kershaw's kick, though, goes straight to Pip Nash. So Pip Nash will line up yet again. Another multiple goal scorer for the Eagles. Pip Nash looks like she's going to go for distance, and that she does, but marked on the line there by Kershaw. Geez, she's done that all day. The last line of defence there on the line has not let anything past her fingertips if she could do something about it. So Kershaw takes a big deep breath and looks like she'll go the barrel. That she will. She'll send it up. She was looking for Fox, though, but it was ably cut off there by Pip Nash. So Nash with the ball will send it towards Christiansen. Christiansen can pick it up and she can get a hand pass across. Trollope was running onto it and Trollope can get the hand pass. Trollope will get it to Samantha Carey. Will Samantha Carey get a goal? Not quite, just wide. Samantha Carey could not get that extra goal for the DC Eagles, but at the close of play here, 12-9-81, the DC Eagles have defeated Philadelphia 1-6 in an extremely dominant performance by the away side, who have come to Philadelphia and taken a mammoth victory.
And that will do it for this episode of Stateside Footy. Coming up in our next episode, Game 2 of the Marathon at Millennium, as these Boston Demons face an East Coast powerhouse in the Baltimore Dockers. Until then, on behalf of John Cimino, Aaron Harrington, and Stacey Robert, I'm Bill Robert, thanking you as always for watching Stateside Footy.